Hello, everyone. It's me, Recky, and
Carol.
time for another duo reaction.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys may know, if you have paid attention, we have done a couple of unboxing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we had a lot of snacks and candy,
Yeah.
yeah. But there is one thing we don't understand: why your chocolate tastes like
Puke.
puke.
Just a Hershey. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't say it.
The Hershey chocolate
Yeah.
there's something wrong with it,
Yeah.
but I've been told that it's because we're European and we have not been brought up with the chocolate.
Yeah.
So the video we're gonna watch, oh my god, I already forgot the name of it, is why Europeans hate the taste of American chocolate. But I don't know if it's gonna be specifically about a brand. I think it's gonna be in general.
Yeah.
Because
I think so too.
yeah, but Swedish chocolate is
It's good.
it's not good. It's amazing. Honey.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm not a chocolate person. You know that.
I am. Yeah.
Salt.
Yeah, salt. That was a funny thing I saw on YouTube. They were talking about salt licorice.
Yeah.
And it's huge in Sweden.
Yeah.
But I hate it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
like plus or minus right here.
I'm Fanta, you're Coke.
Yeah, I hate Fanta. It's disgusting. But so we're gonna find out to see if we can get any kind of information on why Europeans hate American chocolate. And again, this is not for anyone to get offended. It's just a matter of taste. And we talked about it in the comment section that this is what we're brought up with.
Yeah.
So we do not taste anything else but this. Is it limited to Hershey? We don't know.
No.
But this is what we've been told in the comment section.
Yeah.
This is not something we have made up to get people pissed off.
No.
It's 8 minutes. I think it was almost 9 minutes. Oh, by the way, of course, we forgot one thing.
Okay.
We forgot to,
Yeah, we are going to.
Yeah. We forgot to say thank you to the amazing supporters of Recky and of course Carol. We're talking about the patrons and the channel members. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And we had a massive shout out to the Supreme tier donators. They're available on Patreon and on YouTube membership. We have personal shout outs to ultimate supporters, so far only limited to Patreon, a friend, Deja, Walt, Tammy, and Roni. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you want to join them to become the awesome people, all you have to do is click join to become a member or check out the link for Patreon. It's in the comment section. I always forget the description.
Yeah, I know.
Section.
Yeah.
New Merc.
Yay! Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. If you want to check out some Recky Merc, the link will be available, of course, in the description.
Yeah.
It's the links of all links. Click it. Everything Recky is right there.
Yeah.
Now, like.
Subscribe. Yeah. What are you doing?
I don't know how to do
Come
this.
on now.
God. All right. Why Europeans hate the taste of
American chocolate. Cheddar okay.
Cheddar explains. All right, let's find out.
Yep.
Crank it up a bit here. Let me know if it's too loud.
Yep.
While us Americans are mindlessly chomping away at our Hershey's bars, some of our friends across the pond are kind of disgusted by what we're eating, even though it tastes good to us. They've said American chocolate tastes like vomit and earwax, called it sour and bitter.
Earwax?
Yeah, but it's exactly what we said. Not earwax.
No, maybe not
Vomit.
earwax. Yeah.
That's
the vomit is definitely because when you have puked.
Yeah.
And you breathe out with your nose, you can really have the scent of puke, and that's exactly when you ate that chocolate.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Thank God it's nothing that's just you and me.
Yeah, exactly.
In some parts, it's a matter of taste, yes. But actually, there's a scientific reason why Europeans think our chocolate tastes so bad. First, we have to do some debunking.
If you look at the nutrition labels of a European Cadbury bar and an American Hershey bar, this is what you'll see. All the ingredients
Okay, let's see
Let's
if we
see,
can
let's see
find
that.
anything different here. Which one was the American one? Was this the
That
one?
one,
That
yeah.
one was American?
Yeah, the lower one.
The lower one was American. What is all this? PGPR, emulsifier,
Emulsifier.
What do I say?
Emulsifier.
Emulsifier, like liquidish.
Yeah.
But I can see
Cocoa.
I can see anything. Soy lecithin. I don't know. That's the puke flavor right there. I don't know. But if you check the
I don't
European one, that's actually says sugar, cocoa
Cocoa
butter,
butter,
cocoa
cocoa
mass, vegetable fats, palm mache, emulsifiers,
Emulsifiers.
flavorings, the E's, the E's, so two E's here, may contain nuts and wheat. But let's find out. Let's see if she can, if she actually point out the difference.
Ingredients listed by net weight. You may note that in the Hershey's bar, the first ingredient is sugar, but in the Cadbury bar, the first ingredient is milk. So you might think, bingo, there's the reason some Europeans say American chocolate is sickly sweet. But actually, you'd be wrong. In the US, milk is weighed in its evaporated, powdered state, while in the UK, it's weighed as a liquid. So actually, they're pretty much the same. The other main difference is that they use different emulsifiers, which smooth the chocolate. Hershey's uses soy lecithin and PGPR, while Cadbury uses E442 and E476.
So that's the difference? It's all about the emulsifiers. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Again, this seems like a big difference. But actually, E476 is just the European name for PGPR. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Okay.
Another common argument you might hear is that there's a different amount of cocoa in American versus European bars. The US has a requirement for 10%, while EU law dictates that it must be at least 30% cocoa. US law says that 10% can only be cocoa powder, but the EU's 30% contains cocoa solids, aka both cocoa powder and cocoa butter. So again, they end up being pretty much the same.
You might be starting to think that this is hopeless. They're practically the same chocolate.
But these theories are focusing on the wrong ingredients. Let's now shift our attention to the most important ingredient, Milton Hershey. It was 1894 when 37-year-old candy manufacturer Milton Hershey decided to produce sweet chocolate as a coating for his caramels. It was a novel concept for the day, considering that milk chocolate was a rare treat for the rich and famous. Before this time, the intensive production process just wasn't possible on a large scale. But Hershey found inspiration from Henry Ford's production line and decided to apply that process
What?
I think they're talking about like producing on the line. That's what you're talking about with the cars. I don't think it's going to be oil in the chocolate.
No.
to chocolate. It was a smashing success, and their flagship factory in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, became the Hershey Chocolate Company. In 1900, the company began producing milk chocolate in bars, wafers, and other shapes. With mass production, Hershey was able to lower the per-unit cost and make milk chocolate for cheap. Hershey had been competing with other chocolate companies to have the cheapest chocolate bar in stores, and therefore the most accessible. Being a savvy businessman, he knew that increasing the quality or flavor would result in slim profit margins. So he decided to focus on the back end, aka the accumulation of ingredients.
Okay.
After he fine-tuned his cacao, he decided to focus on the next
Cacao.
Is that actually how you say
Is it cacao?
cacao? Which I always say that as a funny thing.
Yeah.
Cocoa.
Cocoa.
You could probably say cocoa or cocoa or
Cacao.
cacao. Is that a bird sound?
most important ingredient in a chocolate bar, the milk. And at the time, the early 1900s, fresh milk could not be legally stored for longer than 72 hours.
Oh,
That put a real cramp in Hershey's style, considering that after 72 hours, any unused milk had to be thrown out. And having fresh milk in chocolate meant that it couldn't be stored as long, even in bar form. So Hershey
want
developed a
chocolate.
process to do something to the milk in 1930. It's actually still a trade secret to this day, but experts speculate that he created a secret process to alter the milk. It kept the milk fresh past 72 hours. It gave Hershey the edge to make the cheapest and most widely accessible milk chocolate.
But that process had an unexpected effect on the chocolate itself.
The secret method is known today as lipolysis. In lipolysis, enzymes introduced to milk break down fatty globules into smaller, more stable fat molecules. In order to kickstart this process, you first need butyric acid. It's a compound that partially sours the milk, but does give it greater shelf life. The resulting flavor is instantly recognizable. It's also found in Parmesan cheese and vomit, and particularly high
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
quantities of it are found in baby's vomit. It's sour and bitter, sometimes in a good way, like pungent cheeses, and sometimes
Yeah.
in a bad way, obviously. It was first discovered in 1814 by French scientist Michael Chevrel, who was interested in finding the chemical responsible for the smell of butter that had gone bad. It's also the chemical responsible for that wet dog farmyard smell. It's secreted from dogs' anal glands, so try not to think of that next time you eat a Hershey's.
Kisses.
You don't think about a dog's anal glands when you eat Hershey's Kisses.
Did you remember we got a lot of kisses, and
We can't.
that's just not.
No.
Ugh.
No. The Kisses, but there were one with the birthday cake that was really
Yeah,
good.
that was
But
better.
the Kisses that didn't work
Got-
one bit, unfortunately.
No.
Kiss.
But don't worry, the butyric acid in chocolate is from milk.
Today, European chocolates are preserved for similar amounts of time by using different chemical preservatives and specially sealed plastic packaging. But Cadbury still recommends that their milk chocolate is consumed within a year of it being produced. So does Hershey, so by now they're pretty similar. Lipolysis allowed Hershey's chocolate to take a resounding lead in the American chocolate wars. But World War II is what caused the taste of this chocolate to conquer American palates. During the war, Hershey's chocolate scored a coveted contract to make military D rations for the American Army.
Wow.
Wow.
By 1945, Hershey was producing around 24 million bars a week for soldiers. These bars were a staple in the diets of the hundreds of thousands of soldiers.
Yeah. When
Yeah.
we look at Band of Brothers,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
scene there
Yeah.
when he gives
That's
the
really
boy.
that's really
Oh, it's
thick.
so
I think
thick.
I think that's Nugent.
New Jays, okay,
Yeah.
but it looks so good.
But-
It looks like that.
I remember when I was did my military service, and we had a field, we were out in the field, and the first lieutenant went out and did, pass out chocolate,
Mm.
and I looked at the chocolate, and the past due on that was 1989. I did my service late 98, so that was 10 years old, and I got super surprised and I opened it up, and this should be brown, but it was basically all white because it was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
But they said and it tastes good. It tastes like baking chocolate. Chocolate you use for baking.
Oh, okay,
It has
okay.
this.
Yeah.
It got stuck on your tongue,
Mm.
but I love that chocolate, even though it was 10 years old. Just a side story there for everyone.
soldiers away at war. They were so beloved that Hershey was awarded 5 Army Navy E production
Wow.
awards. In contrast, Cadbury, Hershey's biggest European competitor, offered up its factory to make airplane parts and manufacture wartime supplies. They didn't manufacture any food at all, and in fact, in Britain, chocolate was rationed.
This
Oh.
allowed Hershey to establish a taste monopoly. Almost every American soldier came home wanting chocolate that tasted the same as the one they'd been eating for years.
Oh,
Since
here we
all
go.
of the bars that Hershey made for the government used this top secret milk stabilization method, soldiers got used to the unique taste. In fact, they got so used to it that it became their new normal. Because of the wild popularity of Hershey's post-World War II, other chocolate companies in the US added butyric acid to their chocolate to mimic the flavor of Hershey's that all the soldiers absolutely loved. It became a staple of American commercial chocolate.
If you're in the US, like me, you probably don't even notice it when you're chowing down on that chocolate bar from CVS.
Today, lipolysis isn't necessary due to chemical advancements in food chemistry. Hershey still does it because the taste is what all of us know and love. Some smaller independent chocolate brands have stopped adding butyric acid to their chocolate in favor of marketing it as similar to European chocolates.
Yeah.
With trends
Yeah.
moving towards an appreciation of organic, pure foods, Hershey may not be at the top of the chocolate world much longer. But it's hard to beat their super cheap, super accessible chocolate. So don't expect it to go away anytime soon. But Europeans certainly notice, since none of their chocolate companies use the lipolysis method or supplement their chocolate.
So on behalf of Americans, I am very sorry that our chocolate tastes terrible to you. But it's not our fault.
Thanks so much for watching, and let us know if you've ever tasted anything weird in your chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
I get it now.
I get it
Yeah.
now because both you and I are very traditional.
Yeah.
So we are traditional when it comes to basically the most thing. And I can understand how this chocolate seems normal for you guys.
Yeah.
And I get it.
But that's why I love to get those boxes and just
Yeah. Experience that.
yeah,
Experience that.
because you think it tastes the same all over the world, but it
You
doesn't.
expect that, but it's
Yeah.
not. I think that just Hershey's was, of course, an exception with this due to
Yeah.
the fact that he was the first one to actually make the milk last longer than 72 hours.
Mm.
And by that, it's just insane that he managed to come up with an idea that made it possible to have chocolate or milk for more than 72 hours. It's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
smart. I mean, and have you eating it since you
Grown up, yeah.
was a child? I mean, I know, I get it.
I get it too.
Yeah.
I love this video because it
Yeah.
actually gave us the information that we needed to understand, and it feels so obvious now. I get it. I get it. It still tastes like puke for us, but we
Yeah.
understand why.
Yeah.
It's from the dog's anal gland. Love that. Love this.
Oh.
We're gonna wrap it up here, and we had some fun, didn't we?
Yeah.
If you did too, beat the crap out of the like button and take out subscribe button for dinner. He likes craps. Not the crab stuff. No, never mind. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Recky. This is
Carol,
you.
stay safe.